Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a craft with me. I'm working on a Valentine's Day pocket letter. I did go ahead and pre-cut these squares ahead of time just to save some time. I went with a black, white, and pink theme. This is an old paper set that I have. I don't think it is the crate paper, but it really looks like the crate paper collection. I think it's a Recollections collection or one of the hot buys from a couple years ago. I really don't remember, but it matches perfectly with the Heart Day from crate paper. Here I'm working on my middle square and I am deciding on the washi. This washi that I end up using is from Target Dollar Spot last year. In fact, I think I used two different washis in this one. I picked out quite a few, but only ended up using two, and they both are from the Target Dollar Spot. This next one is a hot pink with gold hearts on it, and I struggle a little bit getting this on there. I tried cutting it. It didn't cut straight, so I had to recut it, so you'll just see me struggle with it a little bit here. But anyway, I went, like I said, with a black, pink, and it's kind of a melon theme. I liked the combination of the colors together, and I wanted to use gold in my collection also here. So I pulled out anything that had gold in it. The washi, both washis have that little bit of gold. The first one has the gold XOXO, and the second one has the gold hearts. And I find a couple other gold elements to add to it as well. Once I finally get that cut, I'm going to put it on. There, finally good. Tuck it in the pocket, and then I'm going to look for something to add to it. Usually when I do my pocket letters, I do add a shaker pocket usually. I decided not to on this one just because I had so much ephemera and stickers that I wanted to try using up. I didn't want to waste a pocket by just putting sequins in it. So here you can see I am working off a puffy heart or puffy sticker collection from Recollections. I think that was from Michael's from last year. And I added a puffy gold arrow. I'm opening up the Heart Day sticker pack here. This was a Tuesday morning find from a couple weeks ago, but it's definitely from this year. And the colors just match perfectly. It's got the pinks, the blacks, the gold, and that little bit of the melon color. So here I'm picking out a large heart and a couple small hearts to put on this paper. And I held up the paper next to this tab just because I wanted to make sure that the melons were the same color. I wasn't quite sure if they matched exactly, and they really do. They look great together. So I'm going to put the orangish melon colored tab on the top here. And then I'm going to put a little sentiment on there. I think it says you plus me. I love how that looks. It's so simple, but I think it's super cute. So I'm going to put the hearts back on, and I'm going to call this square done. I'm going to stick that in the bottom corner. Work on the floral one next. Again, I'm going to grab the Heart Day collection. Nope, I decided not to use that. These were some cut-aparts that came with the paper. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end up using the XOXO. I like how it kind of plays off the middle square where it's XOXO also on the washi tape. So I'm going to use some leftover foam tape that I already had punched out all the dots on this one. So I'm just going to use the outside of the dots to back it and put a nice strip on there to make it stand out a little bit. Once I have that down, I'm going to go ahead and trim the edges. And I felt like it needed just a little bit something else to it. I was going to put it in, but then I thought I'd look at the stickers and see if I could just add a little bit to it. So I ended up looking at some of the flags on the bottom and decided not to go with those. I decided to go with the lips. So I pull off a couple. I'm going to stick those on. Now I'm going to call it done. I'm going to work on the marble pattern next. This one I struggled with because it was kind of a busy pattern, so I wanted to keep the decorations simple on it. I really wanted to use the thickers, the Valentine's Day thicker sentiments, and I couldn't really find one that I liked, and I felt like it didn't fit on the paper. I pulled out a piece of ephemera that I had gotten from Michael's last year, and I didn't like how that looked. I'm going to look at my tags now. These were also cut aparts from that collection. I really like the way that the black and white contrasts on the marble paper. Okay, I'm going to come back to that one later and I'll finish it with some ribbon and tuck it in there, but right now I'm going to move on to the next floral one. I decided to go with the typewriter. It says Love Notes on it. I think it looks kind of plain, so I want to, I'm not sure if I come back now or if I come back later and add something to it, but I just wanted a little something more to stand out on that one. I think I'm moving on to the marble one next. I'm going to spell out the word love. I just keep this one nice and simple too. I just center it on the card. All right, and I'm going to add a little bit more to this pocket to give it a little something extra. I'm looking through my things. I found some enamel dots that I had. Okay, I call that one done and I put it in there. Back to the floral one again. I'll look over my stickers again to see what I have there, what I want to add to it. I like the coffee, and I also like this banner. I'm going to try and get this banner to fit across the paper. Do a pretty good job. I just have to cut a little bit off of each side, and then I add the coffee to it. I like you a latte. All right, see me trimming off the end of the string of each side of the banner. Add some gold hearts to this to finish it up. And I love how that turned out. Nice and simple. This card I must have cut a little too wide, so I'm just trimming it down to make it fit into the pocket better. It's still kind of a tight squeeze, but it went in. Okay, I have two cards left. I have the marble and I have the black and white. Wanted to use the washi again on another card since I didn't tie it into any of the other cards. I do like to repeat my elements when I make my pocket letters. So I'm going to go ahead and try and cut this washi again, and I have a little bit better luck the second time around cutting it straight. So it goes on much easier than the first time. Just wanted to tear the edge, and then I just repeat like I did on the middle one. Looking over my stickers to see what I want to put on that card. Go back to the puffy hearts. I like the way that looks, so I'm going to put it in and I'm going to put the puffy heart on the outside of the pocket letter. Wasn't sure which one I wanted. One was more pink than the other. This was more of a hot pink, which I liked how it pulled in the color from the marbled paper. So I stick that to the outside of the pocket letter. And my last one that I'm going to work on is the marbled. I'll pull this one back out just to add some enamel dots to it. Again, just to tie it into the other enamel dots that I have. Keeping everything cohesive. I'm going to try and use up some more of the crepe paper Heart Day Collection stickers. Seeing if the banner would fit on there. I decided to go with a balloon. The balloon says "Be Mine." I think it's super cute. And then I add a little, I think it's meant to look like washi tape, so it's a little washi tape sticker. And then I finish it off. I thought that was a tab that you fold in half to put on the top, but it wasn't. So I put that back, decided just to go with a heart. Okay, I'm gonna work on that tag now, I think. Well, first I'm gonna determine if anything needs more embellishing. Looking through my stickers again. Find a couple gold hearts. And I decide I'm gonna add them to my coffee. And here we go, finally back to the typewriter. I knew I added something more to that one, so I added the 2 gold hearts to the bottom. Determining if it needed anything else. Now I'm working on the tag. I put the ribbon in backwards at first, so I had to start over. I think I edited it out, but now I'm pulling it through, trying to make it look nice. I just used a piece of sheer ribbon that I picked up at Michael's, and then I used a piece of pink and white baker's twine. I like how the ribbon sticks out of the top. So there is the finished front of the pocket letter. I love the way it turned out. I really like those colors together. I think black and gold always looks classy, and I love the different shades of pink. I'm going to dress up the side with some washi. I like to do this on most of my pocket letters. The pockets that I bought have a weird cutout in them, so I'm going to have to go after I put the washi down and kind of cut around the edges. Here you'll just see me trimming it up. All right, now I'm going to put my goodies in the back. I found these cupcake Valentine stickers from Michael's last year. Had them in my stash. I didn't use them last year at all, so I was glad I got to use them this year. I also got these envelope paper clips at Michael's last year. I put that in. It stuck out a little too much on the top. I didn't like that, so I'm just going to trim the bottom. And I added it to a piece of paper just to have it stand out a little bit. It looked so plain just in there by itself. The next thing I add is a little pin that says "Sweet" on it. It's a rubber pin. I was debating if I wanted to back that with the marbled paper, but then I felt if I backed that one, then I would have to back all of them. And I don't think it looks bad with the white backing on it. I usually do like to use double-sided cards when I make my pocket letter, but I didn't. So I'm fine with the white. So I had some conversation heart stickers down there. I also have some pearls that I'm sharing, and then some tags. I'm going to add a letter to the front. The one that I put the tags in is where my letter is going to go, so I take those out. I actually end up moving those, and I add a little metal bobby pin to that one. I put the tags behind the tag, which I like to do that too. And then I decided to add some of the baker's twine that I used, and I wanted to wrap it around something. So I had found this piece of extra marbled paper, but it was too big. So I wanted to cut a tab, and I couldn't get it to fit in there. So I actually have to trim it down so I can make a tab that actually folds over. So I just trimmed off the bottom, and now I'll make a tab with it. And that way, once the twine is used up, my pen pal can use the tab too if she wants to. So I just wrap a good amount around there. And I'm gonna slip that into the middle pocket. Like I said, the first one with the metal bobby pin is where I'm gonna put my letter. So I'll leave that empty for now. And that is it. I finish it up, and it is ready to send out to my friends. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.